Welcome to Quantum Habits. Today's video is all about managing finances. If you want to avoid costly money mistakes and maximize your income, this video is for you. We'll tackle everything from budgeting and paying off debt to saving and investments. We'll also discuss how to use credit wisely and other topics related to personal finance. Number 1. Having just one source of income. For the majority of people, living off one source of income, typically a salary, is a way of life. Unfortunately, jobs are not as secure as people think. In fact, more than 19 million employees were laid off by US firms in 2022 alone, meaning that if your employment was the only source of income for you, all of a sudden, your cash flow from sources of income disappeared. You must view yourself as a tree. Do trees produce fruit from a single branch only? The short answer is no. Just as they have various branches that produce blooms and fruits, so should you. You should continue growing and discover new methods to make your revenue work. Number 2. Relying heavily on credit cards. Although credit cards are necessary for some business applications, relying on them excessively can financially ruin you. Using credit cards encourages impulse buying and gives you the impression that you can afford anything with a simple swipe. For some people, however, credit cards can be a one-way ticket to death. A 2001 MIT research showed that people who paid with a credit card instead of cash spent up to 100% more. So if you find yourself spending on credit out of control, make it a habit to pay with cash instead. You'll feel the financial impact of the transaction far more when you pay with cash, as you physically hand it over as opposed to when you use credit. This is a technique some people use when they feel they overspend and are careless about their spending habits. Back in the day, people would recommend freezing their credit card in a block of ice, so they would have to wait before making an impulse buy. Number 3. Being scared to take financial risks. As they say, there is no reward without risk, and you must take chances to get money. In contrast, investing in an index fund, which mimics the movements of the entire stock market, has historically generated returns of 7% annually, which is a calculated risk that, in my opinion, is worth taking. Investing in an index fund is riskier than leaving your money in a savings account. But your money will never grow to earn the typical 0.09% interest that a savings account yields. It has been said that with higher risk projects come the potential for greater rewards. This holds true for many investments, such as crypto projects and stock market investing. Crypto projects in particular have recently seen a high rate of return for those willing to take on the associated risks. By purchasing tokens and investing in various crypto projects, investors can often experience exponential returns once their project has achieved success. Investing in the stock market also presents an opportunity to reap substantial rewards from taking risks. By researching companies and making informed decisions about which stocks to buy, investors can potentially make above-average returns over time by holding onto their stocks until they gain value or selling them at a higher price than what was originally paid for them. While this strategy requires more research and patience than some other forms of investing, it can pay off greatly if done correctly. Number 4. Saving rather than investing. The only money you should be leaving in a savings account is money for your living expenses and your cash emergency fund. In short, you have to save to invest and not save for the sake of saving. When you keep money in the bank, it loses value over time due to inflation. But when money is invested wisely, it grows. Saving money without a plan will lead to spending it on unimportant items. For example, if you leave money in your bank, you might be tempted to buy a new car, new clothes, or amusement with it. Instead, you should put that money to work for you by putting it in stocks, real estate, REITs, or companies. All of these opportunities provide an opportunity to create new income streams, which is considerably more financially rewarding than letting your money lose value while it is kept in a bank. Number 5. Having only one bank account. For several reasons, having just one bank account is unsafe. The management of your money would be quite challenging. If you only have one bank account, you run the risk of not having emergency cash or tuition money available when you need it. If you only have one bank account, which is why you should have at least three. One account should be used for emergency funds in case something goes wrong. Another account can be for your regular bills. And a third account, which I like to call a play account, should be used for your extra spending money. Your play account is where you put the money you set aside for entertainment or travel. And if you want to go further, you should set up an untouchable account. With this account, you can automate your savings process and make sure your wealth grows over time. Thanks for watching. If you want to switch from the life you have to the life you deserve, click the subscribe button right away for more videos from Quantum Habits.